So dear students, today we will start the section B of mechanics. So here we will study the homogeneity of space and isotropy of space, and according to that we will derive various conservation laws. So to start with, we deal with Taylor theorem. So if a function fxy is a continuous function of x and y, and a and b are very small increments in x and y, then according to Taylor theorem we can write x plus a y plus b, it is equal to fxy curly f by curly x curly f by curly y. So this is a Taylor theorem, very important theorem in mathematics, and we will be using this theorem to solve our next articles in mechanics. So the first article is homogeneity of space and Newton third law and law of conservation of linear momentum. So it means that for every point in the space, Newton third law and law of conservation of linear momentum, they are having same form. So for the proof of this, we consider two frames of references. S and S dash. These are represented like, so this is S frame having origin at O. This is S dash frame x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. This is x dash axis, y dash axis, z dash axis, and origin at O dash. Both the x-axes of the two frames, they coincide. Here we have shown them as separate, just to make you understand the things, but they are coinciding with each other. And the separation between the origins of the two frames such that OO dash it is equal to A. OO dash is equal to A, so this separation is A. So now we consider masses M1 and M2 having coordinates x1 and x2 in frame of reference S and x1 dash and x2 dash in frame of reference S dash respectively. So if we are to depict these two masses, say this is mass M1, this is mass M2, and they are having coordinates x1 x2, that this is x1, this is x2 in frame of reference S, and this is x1 dash and this is x2 dash in frame of reference S dash, and clearly we can see x1 dash it is equal to x1 minus A, x2 dash it is equal to x2 minus B. So if we suppose U x1 x2, it is the potential energy of the system in frame of reference S, and U x1 dash x2 dash it is the potential energy of the system in frame of reference S dash. So what the homogeneity principle says? According to homogeneity of space, potential energy does not depend upon choice of frame of reference, because it is due to the mutual interaction between the two particles. So nothing is going to change with the choice of the origin or choice of the coordinate system, so their potential energy will be same. So instead of x1 dash we can write x1 minus A, x2 minus B, it is equal to U x1 x2. So now we will apply a Taylor theorem here, that we have written function partial derivative with respect to x, partial derivative with respect to y. So here we write U x1 x2 basic function, because here minus it is curly U by curly x1 minus B curly U by curly x2, it is U x1 x2. So this cancels, negative sign B drops, sorry, it is not B here, it is A, because this is A, so we have to write here A, we have to write here A. So what we are left with, curly u by curly x1, curly u by curly x2, it is 0. So minus a we divide by minus a each term, then that cancels out. We are left with this. We mark this as equation number 1. So as we know, F force can be written as minus partial derivative with respect to r. So here curly u by curly x1 on the basis of this can be written as F12. It is force acting on mass m1 by mass m2. Similarly, curly u by curly x2, it will be minus F21, force acting on mass m2 by mass m1. So if we substitute these values here, so it will be minus F12 minus F21, it is 0. So from here you can write minus F12, it is equal to plus F21, or F12 it is equal to minus F21, which is nothing but Newton's third law. It is Newton's third law of motion. Action and reaction forces are equal, opposite and simultaneous to each other. So now we switch to second finding that we have to prove in this article is law of conservation of linear momentum. So for that we need a very basic formulation as F is equal to ma, acceleration is equal to rate of change of velocity. So m constant goes inside mv. So from here we can write F12. F12 is acting on mass m1, so it will be the quantity for mass m1. It will be d by dt of m1 v1. F21, it will be d by dt of m2 v2. So if we substitute these values here, so what we get, d by dt of m1 v1 minus d by dt of m2 v2. So d by dt of m1 v1 plus d by dt of m2 v2, it is 0. D by dt common, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, it is 0. So it means m1 v1 plus m2 v2, it is constant, because derivative of constant is 0. So inversely, if derivative of a quantity is 0, then it must be constant. So it is nothing but, it implies that law of conservation of linear momentum is also established. So according to homogeneity of space, both the laws are obeyed. Newton's third law of motion and law of conservation of linear momentum, both are followed in the same form. Does not depend upon choice of the coordinate system, that whether we are there in S frame or whether we are there in S dash frame of reference.